As winter approaches, you need to make ample preparation to ensure that you keep warm and smart. During this time, you cannot afford putting on open shoes that do not keep you warm. Buying tin haul cowboy boots early enough is very important. This is because these boots will help you guard your feet against cold. They will also prevent your feet from becoming wet. You can walk on a soggy or wet ground without your feet catching cold. You can get the best shoes if you are not keen in selecting. This is because there are different types of shoes. Do not buy a shoe simply because you saw a friend in a similar shoe. You need to put certain things into consideration before buying such a shoe. For instance, you need to ensure that you buy a shoe of a color that does not contrast that of the accompaniment. If you do not have a specific design in mind while buying a shoe, you may have a hard time selecting the best designs. This is because these shoes come in differing designs. You need to buy a design that suits you best. In most cases, there are designs that are exclusively for men, while others are meant for women. There are also designs meant for kids. There are shoes with inspirational writing inscribed on them. Such shoes ensure that you pass a message to the people without having to speak verbally. If you like, you can also buy a shoe and then inscribe your own message. If you know the size of your feet, you can buy a shoe without having to try it out. However, if you are not sure of the size of your feet, consider trying the shoe out before buying it. This will ensure that you do not buy very large or very small shoes. After all, such shoes cannot give you the comfort that you require. You also need to evaluate the cost of the shoes. This does not mean that you should go for shoes that cost less money to save on cost. You certainly would not like to go back to the shop to buy a new shoe after some times. As a result, ensure you buy high quality shoe. It is the desire of every buyer to sell from a reputable buyer. However, locating such a buyer may not be easy. If you plan to buy locally, you can ask your allies and relatives to direct to the best seller that they know. However, if you do not find a good seller, you can buy through the internet. Before buying tin haul cowboy boots online, you need to go through the reviews to ascertain that the shoes are of high quality. If you realize that most people have given negative reviews, consider looking for an alternative seller. Otherwise, do not make a wrong purchase knowingly.